Meet the 2026 Royal Enfield Continental GT 650, a motorcycle that wears its café racer heritage on its sleeve while packing modern credentials to keep riding enjoyable for both novices and seasoned riders alike. Let's dive in, starting with the heart of the machine. Show close-ups of engine, cylinders, exhaust. This bike is powered by a 648 cubic centimeters parallel twin, air, and oil-cooled, fed by electronic fuel injection. In the 2026 spec, it makes about 34.9 kilowatts, roughly 47 horsepower, at around 7,250 revolutions per minute and delivers torque of 52.3 Newton meters at about 5,150 revolutions per minute. What that means in real life, you get a fairly linear, smooth throttle response across the rev range, usable power even in mid-range without needing to wring it out all the time. The engine is paired with a 6-speed gearbox and a wet multi-plate clutch. Because it's not overboosted for extreme performance, you'll find the bike approachable for everyday riding, yet still fun in the twisties. Show the frame, suspension, wheels. Royal Enfield worked with Harris Performance on the frame to get good balance and handling. The suspension setup includes telescopic forks in front and twin gas-charged shock absorbers at the rear with adjustable preload. On braking, you get a 320mm disc up front and a 240mm disc in the rear, both with ABS to help you manage safety under hard braking. The wheels are cast alloy, tubeless, which gives you modern convenience without compromising the vintage-inspired style. Cut to design shots. Tank, seat, lights, instrument cluster. One of the first things you'll notice is the styling. The Continental GT 650 carries the café racer DNA, that elongated teardrop-style tank, low clip-on handlebars, rear-set foot pegs giving a more aggressive seating posture. The headlamp is a modern LED unit that maintains a retro circular profile. Instrumentation is relatively minimal. Twin round dials, speedometer and tachometer, with a small digital readout for odometer, fuel, and warning indicators. No ride modes, traction control, or high-end electronics. This is a purist's ride. Other touches. Premium switch cubes, blacked-out components, especially in the all-black editions, and a subtle use of contrast chrome or polished tank options. Transition to riding footage, cornering, open road, city. On the road, the GT 650 feels surprisingly composed for what it is. It's not a hypersports machine, but for spirited weekend rides or everyday cruising it holds up well. In lower to mid speeds, it feels nimble and confident. Flick it into a corner, and it will respond with adequate grip and composure. Once you push harder, above the 100 to 120 kilometers per hour range, you may begin to notice wind resistance, and a bit more effort is required to maintain stability. Some riders report mild wobble or needing to exert extra control at higher speeds. Top speed is in the ballpark of 160 to 170 kilometers per hour, though in real-world riding you may top out a bit lower depending on wind, rider weight, and road conditions. The brakes inspire confidence and help you scrub speed smoothly. Insert user impressions, pros and cons. One of the strengths of the GT 650 is its character. The engine emits a pleasing thrum and occasional burble, especially when you let off the throttle, giving that emotional feedback riders love. It's heavy-ish at 214 kilograms. Wet, so maneuvering at low speeds or in parking situations demands a bit of respect. The seating position is sporty, and for long distances it may become demanding on your back or wrists. It's great for shorter rides, weekend vibes, but less ideal as a long-haul commuter. Because the bike is kept simple electronically, no ride modes or traction control. You'll feel more connected to the machine, but that also means the skill of the rider is more critical, especially in tricky road or weather conditions. Fuel tank is modest, 12.5 liters. So your range is decent, but you'll want to plan stops on longer runs. Show close-ups of badges, optional color variants. A unique selling point here is how Royal Enfield has managed to balance retro charm with usable performance at a relatively affordable price point. Also, for riders who enjoy customizing, the straightforward architecture and classic looks allow for a lot of personalization. Aftermarket exhaust, styling tweaks, café tweaks without overly complex constraints. And while some features are basic by modern standards, that minimalism is part of the appeal to many. Less to go wrong, more direct connection to machine and road. Conclusion/recommendation. If you're someone who values character, style, and mechanical engagement over blistering performance or digital wizardry, the 2026 Royal Enfield Continental GT 650 is a compelling blend. It's not perfect for every scenario, but for city runs, weekend blasts, and cafe racer flair, it delivers a lot of joy per euro. So that's our look at the GT 650, a machine with soul, style, and enough substance to back it up. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in comments what you'd like me to test next.